Well, let's turn to other matters now, where the special advisor to the President, Bola Tinubu, on media and publicity, Agaie Ngelale, is on an indefinite leave of absence. Mr. Ngelale, in a statement, said the decision was taken after in-depth, significant consultations with his family over the past days of vexatious medical situation that has gone worse at home, as he requests for privacy at this time. The Special Presidential Envoy on Climate Action and Chairman, Presidential Steering Committee on Project Evergreen promises to return to full-time national service in the nearest future. All right, let's quickly bring you this latest news that we have right now, where a deadly tanker explosion has claimed the lives of over 30 people in Agaie local government area of Niger State. The incident occurred around 12:30 a.m. along Agaie Road, 2 kilometers from Dendo community. The petrol tanker was said to have been involved in a head-on collision with a trailer truck loaded with travelers and cattle from Kano State. Over 50 cattle were burned alive in the explosion, and the Niger State Emergency Management Agency is conducting search and rescue operations as more bodies remain trapped in the wreckage. Well, let's get more insights on this developing story as our correspondent, senior reporter in Niger State, Chenami Bami, joins us now for more updates on this situation. Chenami, quickly give us a picture of how things are looking at right now since this incident occurred.
Hi, Esther. Good afternoon. It was quite a bad experience for the travelers today. The road is actually very bad in that place, and construction work is ongoing. The updates that we have is that right now, 48 persons have been buried. 48 bodies have been buried in the mass grave just close to the scene of the incident, and about 8 persons have had various degrees of injuries, and they've been taken to the hospital. I heard that they've been moved to Mina, the state capital, and 3 other bodies are still buried or are still trapped under the trucks that were laden with fire today. And as we heard, an updated information confirms that actually the truck that was carrying PMS at Petrol actually fell along the roadside. And while the driver of the trailer was coming, he was trying to just divert and find a way through, because the road is actually very bad. He was trying to just find his way around, not knowing that fuel had filled the entire area, and the truck that fell actually was releasing fuel, and it was what led to the explosion when the cylinder of the trailer had contact with the fuel, and it was such a bad explosion that they could hardly rescue anybody but just 8 persons.
Being caused by a bad road in that area. What has been done to rectify such a situation where roads are passable for motorists and, of course, trucks of such magnitude?
That particular road has been in that shape for a very long time. It's actually the roads that connect the west to the north. So people and travelers and commuters coming from Lagos actually go through that road, and those coming from the north going to Lagos go through the same road, because the other road that they would have taken is inside. Will take them through the city capital, Mina. Will take them to the state capital. But the government has prohibited them from going through that road because these are heavy duty trucks. They come and cause traffic inside the city, and they also damage the road. So, which is why that particular express road was created. It's actually a federal road. Several times there's been various contracts awarded for the fixing of that road, but up to now it's still in a very terrible shape. Well, this explosion appears to be probably one of the deadliest in recent times, but that road is not used to accidents. It's not used to trucks falling along that place. So it's not a new thing actually. It's just that this one is quite very terrible. And right now the government has been trying to fix that road, but it's just taking a lot of time. Construction work is actually ongoing because a crane was actually on that road too that was gutted by fire in the incident. A train that is actually a crane working on that road was actually gutted with another pickup plan. But I think it's important that work is pushed. Construction work is giving a lot of attention on that road to expedite the work so that place can be more tolerable for commuters.
Mr. Lewis, thank you so much. Our correspondent live for us from Niger State, Janami Bami. We appreciate the insights there. And to other news now, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has continued its war against drug trafficking across the nation, and officers across different commands have arrested those guilty of trying to traffic illegal substances. There's more in this report.
Consignments of cocaine and pharmaceutical opioids concealed in ladies' sanitary pads and hair treatment cream containers heading to the United Kingdom, Ireland and Cyprus have been intercepted by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency at 3 courier firms in Lagos State. In one of the logistic companies, not less than 30 parcels of cocaine were concealed in hair cream containers. 200 ampoules of promethazine and pentazocine injections hidden in food items and herbs heading to London were also seized by NDLEA operatives on the 4th of September. At the Port Harcourt International Airport, no fewer than 550,000 pills of tramadol were intercepted on the 2nd of September during a joint examination of a cargo that came from India. In the West, NDLEA operatives supported by men of the Nigerian Army on the 3rd and 4th of September stormed 3 camps inside the Ise-Ekiti Forest Reserve, where over 100,000 kilograms of cannabis spread across 51 hectares of farmland were destroyed. Still in the West, a raid of the home of a drug kingpin in Ilesha, Osun State, led to the seizure of 43 grams of cocaine, 23 grams of methamphetamine, more than 17 kilograms of cannabis, and a locally made pistol. In the North, 2 suspects were arrested with kilograms of cannabis and another 2 with 1,300 tablets of tramadol in Kaduna State. In Kogi and Taraba states, no fewer than 150,000 pills of tramadol were recovered. And in Jigawa State, a suspect was nabbed with 32.6 kilograms of cannabis. A statement by the NDLEA's Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi, says, the Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of the NDLEA, Brigadier General Muhammad Buba Marwa, retired, highly appreciates the operational efforts of the officers of the Drug Law Enforcement Agency across the